Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here. Today, we'll be exploring how to capture and manage historical data snapshots in Power BI. The focus will be on leveraging Microsoft Fabric for automated snapshot creation and analysis. Over the next few slides, I'll walk you through the key concepts, benefits, and practical approaches to make your data management more efficient and insightful. Let's get started. Let's talk about why creating snapshots from Power BI data really matters. Maintaining historical records is crucial because saving data snapshots allows us to compare performance over time. It gives us a way to track progress and understand trends beyond just the current moment. Plus, it helps keep a historical record outside of the live model, which can be invaluable for auditing or deep analysis. Now, the benefits of capturing these snapshots are clear. Regularly doing so helps us preserve specific data states, which means we can analyze trends, verify data integrity, and generate reports based on past data. This is especially useful when we need to see how things have evolved over days, weeks, or months. However, there are challenges when it comes to time-based comparisons. Without historical snapshots, it's tough to track how data has changed over time. Comparing data across different periods becomes quite complicated without those snapshots to reference. And this brings us to real-time data views in Power BI. Power BI is excellent at providing live, up-to-the-minute data. But on the downside, it doesn't have a built-in feature to automatically capture or manage historical snapshots. So, while it excels at current data, managing historical data requires additional strategies. Let's talk about the limitations of traditional Power BI in the context of data warehouses. One of the key challenges is capturing and managing historical data snapshots directly within Power BI. Creating these snapshots from Power BI's semantic models is actually quite crucial because it helps fill a significant gap, namely, the need to analyze data over time. Without a data warehouse, users often need to find ways to extract and store snapshots straight from Power BI data. These snapshots become very important for reference and reporting, especially when tracking changes or trends over periods. Now, many Power BI users don't have access to a full data warehouse infrastructure. Instead, they rely solely on Power BI datasets for their analysis, which can be limiting. This is where the concept of point-in-time data capture in data warehouses comes into play. Full data warehouses support capturing data at specific moments using star schemas and timeline dimensions, enabling much more detailed historical analysis. So, understanding how to work around these limitations and leverage snapshots is essential for effective long-term data analysis and making the most of Power BI in a broader data ecosystem. Microsoft Fabric makes snapshot workflows accessible to everyone. It removes the need for building and managing complicated infrastructure so you can focus on what matters most. By leveraging Fabric's powerful capabilities, we simplify the entire snapshot process. It automates many of the steps, making it much easier to create and manage snapshots without the usual technical hurdles. One of the key features is the ability to use parameters to dynamically generate file names. This is especially useful because it allows you to include timestamps, which helps with version control and makes it simple to identify different snapshot files at a glance. Microsoft Fabric also enables seamless snapshot creation. It connects directly to Power BI semantic models and can export data to various destinations like SharePoint, Lakehouse, or databases. This integration ensures your snapshots are readily available wherever you need them. Finally, Fabric offers powerful tools such as Dataflow Gen 2 and pipelines. These features automate data extraction and export tasks, saving time and reducing errors. Overall, Microsoft Fabric truly streamlines the process of capturing and managing historical data snapshots in Power BI, supporting better data governance and analysis. In this slide, we're focusing on how to extract snapshots from the Power BI semantic model, which is essential for capturing and managing historical data. This approach allows us to take snapshots on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, depending on what our organization needs. The key here is flexibility, so whether you require frequent updates or less frequent ones, This method can accommodate that. When we save these snapshots, we use timestamped file names. This is crucial because it enables us to keep track of different versions over time, making it easier to review historical data or perform audits if necessary. Proper snapshot file management ensures our data remains organized and accessible. The data extraction process itself is quite comprehensive. It includes not just the raw tables, but also specific columns and DAX measures. This way, we capture a complete picture of the dataset, which is vital for accurate analysis and reporting. To connect to the Power BI semantic model, we use the Workspace XMLA endpoint. In our demo scenario, we'll demonstrate how to establish this connection, which is the first step toward automating and streamlining the snapshot process. This connection method is powerful because it allows us to directly access the underlying data model, providing more control and flexibility in managing our snapshots. Let's talk about some key prerequisites before we dive into capturing and managing historical data snapshots in Power BI. First, it's essential to confirm your Microsoft Fabric license and capacity setup. Ensuring these are in place helps us avoid any interruptions during the snapshot automation process. It's really important to complete this setup beforehand because if it's not done, you might face access issues or delays when creating snapshots. This way, everything runs smoothly and efficiently. Another critical point is that your Power BI workspace must be associated with a Fabric capacity, like the F2 capacity. This association enables important features such as Dataflow Gen 2 and pipelines, which are vital for managing data effectively. And of course, to utilize Fabric features for creating snapshots, you need a valid Microsoft Fabric license. Without this license, those advanced snapshot capabilities won't be available. So, in summary, making sure your license and capacity are properly set up is the foundation for a seamless snapshot process. It ensures smooth operation and gives you access to all necessary features, supporting your overall data management strategy. All right, let's dive into the first step, connecting to the Power BI semantic model. This is a crucial part of capturing and managing your historical data snapshots effectively. Proper connection setup is absolutely key to ensuring that data extraction and snapshot creation are reliable and smooth. When you establish this connection, it allows external tools, like Dataflow Gen 2, to access the various tables, columns, and measures within your Power BI dataset. This accessibility is what makes automated snapshots possible and efficient. To do this securely, you'll need to authenticate using your organizational credentials. This step ensures that only authorized users can connect and access sensitive data in the semantic model. Now, where do you find these connection details? Within your Power BI workspace settings, under the Advanced section, you'll find the XMLA endpoint connection link. This link is what you'll use to connect your external tools to the dataset. Getting this set up right is foundational for the entire process of managing historical data snapshots, and it ties directly into the overall goal of maintaining accurate, reliable data over time. Now that we've covered the basics of creating a Dataflow Gen 2 object, let's dive into some best practices. First, naming conventions are really important here. They help us stay organized, especially when we're managing multiple snapshot flows. Clear, consistent names make it much easier to identify and keep track of each flow within our workspace. Next, this object we create serves as the foundation for building our queries. Think of it as the starting point where we define how we extract the snapshot data we need. Building well-structured queries is crucial because they determine the accuracy and efficiency of our snapshots. Remember, Dataflow Gen 2 functions as a Power Query environment. It allows us to pull data from our semantic model and apply any transformations if necessary. This flexibility is key to ensuring our snapshots are precise and tailored to our analysis needs. Finally, when working in Microsoft Fabric, it's important to create a new Dataflow Gen 2 object and give it a meaningful name that clearly reflects its purpose, specifically, its role in capturing snapshots. This clarity helps keep our workflow smooth and manageable as our projects grow. Now, let's move on to step 3, building your query in Dataflow Gen 2. Here, the focus is on capturing and managing historical data snapshots in Power BI. The goal is to create a comprehensive view of your data by including key elements like sales figures, customer details, and calculated KPIs. This ensures you have all the necessary information at your fingertips for analysis and reporting. To do this effectively, you'll want to consolidate the selected data into a single table. This means gathering all relevant data points, columns, measures, and attributes so that everything is in one place. It's important to make sure this table includes all the data you need for export and further analysis. When combining elements into your query table, focus on identifying the key metrics and attributes that matter most. Include only the columns and DAX measures essential for your reporting objectives. This helps keep your data model clean and efficient. Next, you'll choose specific tables from your connected semantic model. Be selective and make sure the tables you pick are relevant for your snapshot. This relevance ensures your data remains accurate and meaningful for your analysis. By carefully selecting columns, measures, and tables, you're setting the foundation for a powerful, flexible data model that supports your overall insights and decision-making. Now, in this final step, we're focusing on setting up our data destination and creating a dynamic file name parameter. The key idea here is to make our exported files easily identifiable by including the snapshot date and time directly in the file name. This way, when you look at your files, you can instantly tell when each snapshot was taken, which makes organization much simpler. It's crucial for managing multiple snapshots over time. We also want to ensure each file is uniquely identified, so we'll save these snapshots in CSV format. CSV is widely compatible with many reporting tools and workflows, making it a versatile choice. By exporting in this format, we keep things flexible and accessible. Next, we'll set SharePoint as the destination for these files. You'll choose the target folder where all snapshot files will be stored, streamlining your data management process. To make each snapshot distinct, we generate dynamic file names that incorporate timestamps. This guarantees that every CSV saved to SharePoint has a unique, easily recognizable name that reflects the exact date and time of the snapshot. Finally, we create a text type parameter to hold this dynamic file name, tying everything together. This setup ensures that each export is not only organized, but also automatically labeled in a way that saves you time and reduces confusion. This step is all about making your data snapshots both manageable and meaningful.